Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 19 of this Let's Play Europa Universalis 4. This is the Rights of Man, and we are an army with a state, that is Brandenburg, which will be Prussia fairly soon. In the last episode, we had a rather fantastic episode, actually, one of the best yet, I would say. We beat France in a war, which allowed us to take the whole of the Teutonic Order as a vassal. So we have Danzig, Ermland, and Königsberg. And Königsberg is important because it is the last piece required to form Prussia. So as soon as we are able to annex them, then we can form Prussia. However, they are going to leave us with some problems in terms of liberty desire. So I think that we will be able to bring these below 50. Yeah, I think we'll be able to. Part of the reason is our armies right now are quite small. We'll need to build those up. The other thing is we can raise relations with them as well. Plus, you know, as we recover from war exhaustion and stuff like that, the value of our own provinces will increase over time. So we need to do that. What else do we need to do? We should also probably raise our relations with our allies. What, you want some of my territories? Really? You want Danzig? Lauenburg can kind of understand you're adjacent to it, but Danzig? Like on its own? And then the other danger here is Poland. Poland is no longer Poland-Lithuania, it's Poland-Lithuania-Bohemia. Like, they got two personal unions now, which is obscene. But in some ways it's a good thing, because it means that Bohemia, the rival, can no longer just declare war on us and bring in Poland-Lithuania. It has to come from Poland, and that is a little less likely. Not a huge amount, but a little. On the downside is, if Poland does declare war, then Bohemia and Lithuania are definitely joining. So we are going to be quite vulnerable, particularly early on. So I think once our diplomats are returned, we're going to beef up our relations with Brunswick and Denmark, just to make sure that our allies stay sweet and leave us in a position where we can actually fight. In the meantime, we do need to build our armies up again. We are rather short on infantry as we use the mercenary tactic to get more infantry, mercenary infantry, so that we were saving our limited manpower for getting mercenaries. No, for we're using mercenaries to free up the manpower for cavalry and artillery. Right. Create an army for our nation. That sounds like a rather good plan to me. That is definitely something that we are looking to do. Too few rivals. Yes, I do. Who do I want to rival? I kind of want to rival Muscovy. Who's Austria's rival? Just out of interest. Oh, you rival Denmark. Milan and France. Is Milan already a rival? No, Brabant is. Can I not rival Milan? So my rivals currently are Brabant and Hungary. I can certainly rival Hungary. Poland, who are yours? Your rivals with Hungary. Okay, so rivaling Hungary is a great idea because that will give us a mutual rival bonus. So, Hungary. That means you'll hate me a little less, I thought. Still need one more. And the other one is the Teutonic Order. They don't think they can rival me anymore, seeing as they're my vassal. I don't want to rival Poland, I don't want to rival France, I definitely don't want to rival Denmark. Austria would be a bit of a downer, Castile's so far away, so I think the only one really left is Muscovy. Is Denmark's rival Muscovy? It is. Poland? It is. Oh, it's an enemy, it's not a rival. So yes, I think that Muscovy would be a good third choice. So we'll go with that. That should raise some relations with our friends. Right. Enemy of my enemy increases by a month. And we'll get that with Poland as well. Excellent. Okay. So we do need to recover. How is our war exhaustion? It's at 6. Do I want to spend Diplo? Diplo is going to be rare now, seeing as we have so many diplomatic relations. Oh, it's only costing us 1 a month. We have 5 slots? We do. Why do we have 5? Oh, one is Noble Councillor, which I think lasts until the end of his rule. And he is now 57, so that's not going to be far off. On monarch death, a pretender rises. And Albrecht ascends to the throne. Why does a pretender rise? He's clearly my heir. Average claim, I guess, the reason. Okay. So yeah, we definitely need to raise armies. Muscovy is no longer a rival for me. Next revolt in 1.1 year. If I could reduce my war enthusiasm, which would decrease the chance of a revolt, which means that that's no longer going to fire. Okay, cool. That does help. And I no longer have too few rivals, even though I just lost one. Because apparently Muscovy is not big enough. Oh, my only choices now are France and Poland. Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's my great power status. I am now keeping my great power status. I'm now 7th. Yay! I've grown sufficiently. Wow, Poland's big. Ming is still 2nd. How's the institution spread going, by the way? It's getting there. I can basically just let it spread throughout all my territories. How have you embraced it already? You haven't. Oh, right, it's not spreading to you. Different colour. Okay, cool. Still sitting here. Mecklenburg. You don't need to be attached to me anymore, Mecklenburg. Go home. But if you want to stay here, you can. I'm not... Oh, yeah, we need to improve relations. I'm not going to stop you. Improve relation with you and with you. Oh, yeah. Brunswick definitely needs it. Our relations are hurting a bit, buddy. Sorry about that. Could kind of do with another diplomat. No unrest. A little bit in Stolp, but nothing groundbreaking. You're building a bunch of ships. Interesting. Yeah, I still have no navy. I could probably be doing a bit more trade. Let's group you together. And keep on building the army up. We need 5,000 men in reinforcements, plus we just need generally soldiers. Alright, let's go up to speed 4 and start breezing through time. And hope that no one declares war on us, because we are super vulnerable right now. I need to stop saying that so loudly. Thankfully this isn't a multiplayer game, because I would definitely be seized upon. There will be blood! Congo is going to declare war on Cuba. Poor bullying Congo. Burghers are disloyal. Speaking of loyalty, how are the estates doing? Brabant is no longer a valid rival. England has announced Poland as a new rival. I can ask for a contribution. I don't think I want to do that, though. Oh, Muscovy is an option again. We'll make Muscovy a rival. No, Brunswick, what are you doing? Right, I do have too many embargoes now, so I need to cease my embargo of you. And then start one on Muscovy. In order to keep my... Oh, we have a truce. When does that end? Our truce ends in next year. Okay. Still too few rivals. I need to have all 3. Damn it. Who are your rivals, Austria? Really don't want to make an enemy of you. It would make Denmark like me more. It would also make France like me more. Why does France hate me so much? Heretic religion. Man, Protestantism is spreading a lot. I really want this Protestant League to fire. I don't know why it hasn't. Okay, so I think that we are going to rival Austria. That'll make Denmark like me even more. Best buddies now, eh? Bloody well better be. Alright, let's group you. Get another one. Let's get another free shooter. And let's embargo Austria. There we are. That should make France like me more as well. It does. Excellent. Okay, playing a little bit more geopolitics now. We've kind of reached the level where we need to. Right, who else were we going to suck up to? Denmark. Though you're actually pretty positive already, and that's going to continue ticking up. I think I need to start focusing on my disloyal vassals. Mecklenburg. Let's see, what is your current 137? 99. So actually Saxe-Lauenburg would be easier to raise. So we'll do it with Saxe-Lauenburg first. Though I'd really like to grab Pomerania. Pomerania is 100, so we're not going to get you happy anytime soon. Oh, the forced vassalization penalty is going to be decreasing as well. That will help. That will help a lot. So yeah, I think I'm going to improve relations with Saxe-Lauenburg. Sickness of the Prince Elector. Johann Sigmund I has fallen ill and cannot handle all aspects of ruling Brandenburg for the time being. How should we handle this? More power to the nobility, which increases their loyalty but does reduce our income, or monthly autonomy change. I think I'll take the monthly autonomy, which also boosts the Bürger loyalty. It's for 10 years. We can get another technology, which actually allows us to get the administrative monarchy. I think we may as well grab... Oh, no, hang on. Do we have all of our states? We do. So yes, we're going to grab that. Boom. Now, ordinarily, it's a bit of a non-brainer to tick up from feudal monarchy to administrative monarchy. It's more production, it's more tax, rather than manpower and income from vassals. But we will actually get a fair amount of money from our vassals because we have so many of them. But right now they hate us. So no, I think I'm going to try and save up to 100 admin and then go up to an admin democracy. Because we also produce quite a lot of production. And having more production and tax income would also be a nice thing. So I think that's what we will do. Let's group you together, and then let's grab another one. Anhalt has gone up. Infantry, right? Yes, good. I could probably do some more artillery too. Let's reduce maintenance completely. So we're just getting the manpower in for new regiments. Build ourselves up that way. Plus it gives us more money so we can actually buy the regiments that we need. Still paying a fair amount in interest. I'm somewhat tempted to get some corruption. Do we have a corruption reduction thing? No, and in fact we have a penalty right now because of unbalanced research. Because Diplo is so far behind. That is a problem. And that's only going to become more of a problem. How to generate more cash. Liège, religious civil disorder. Brunswick has embraced colonialism. Well done. What are we doing on ideas? Siege. Available mercs. National... Oh, another 25% national manpower. That'd be quite nice. Two of a kind. Our Electress Eleonora has impressed many men and women at court. Again, a level 2 natural scientist. We already have a natural scientist, I think. We've had this event already. Yes. So I'm going to get the free admin, which will also allow me to change government to an administrative monarchy, which will give us more money, I hope. So our income is going to go from 0.67 Truce in Muscovy just ended as well. Excellent. So 0.67 goes to 1.18. So yes, that was definitely beneficial. Muscovy, we need to embargo you. Get a bit more power projection. Our power projection's actually going up. Oh, you get free power projection for being great power. Interesting. Okay. Do I like that? I'm not sure I like that. That's going to make the great powers even more powerful. That's the Diplo guy, and yeah, we're going to need another one of them. Have to be him. Better relations over time would actually be really strong for us. We want that. We want that soon. So we're going to save money for him and grab him. Because that means that our vassals' penalties will tick down more quickly so that we get the Liberty Desire down to more manageable levels, which would be great. Financial prerogatives of the credit work. In times of financial need, the Prince Electors of Brandenburg have traditionally been able to ask the estates of the realm for more money. This is often done through a financial institution known as the credit work, which is controlled by the estate but guarantees the finances of the state. A recent series of bad harvests and assorted domestic problems have strained the economy of both the Prince Elector and the estates themselves. As Johann Sigmund I turns to the credit work, the estates are weary of Johann I's will to pay back what is owed. In order for them to give us better terms, they will expect more far-reaching privileges and prerogatives. So they get more monthly autonomy, we get less interest, or we lose a whole bunch of money. I think we're going to have to do that. Autonomy is nice, but most of this should already be pretty low. No, it's not actually. It is still going down, though, thanks to being at peace. Pomerania has ended, Teutonic Order has ended. Alright. And we have the money for this guy, which is definitely going to be a benefit. Again, 2 of a kind, so we'll take the admin power again. Thanks. He is now 60. I could abdicate. That would mean that we don't have the trade efficiency penalty. The other stuff's actually pretty good. Tolerance to the true faith would mean more uprisings, though we're currently pretty stable. Renewed a loan, yeah, that's inevitable. Okay, so who are we raising relations with? Denmark's fine. Brunswick is fine. Who is Poland allied with? Only Brabant. Okay, they have weak allies. Who's France allied with? Brittany, Milan, the Papal States. I thought you were rivals of Milan. Apparently not. You are a rival of Poland. Could I get an alliance with France? No. Mostly because of my diplomatic relations. I have too many of them. I'm not surprised by that. Okay, yeah, no, wait. Don't continue, because I do still need to pick who my raising relations will go to. We are currently doing it at Saxe-Lauenburg. I think we need to continue going with Mecklenburg as well. Try and butter them up a bit. There we go. Get the vassals on side, and that will quite dramatically increase our military might as well. It'll be kind of a new Burgundy. Loads and loads of little vassals, because independent nations get far more troops than they should for their size. There we go, Pomerania's dropped below 100. Now, better Diplo tech is going to be painful. I'm really not entirely sure how I can get around that. Magdeburg have embraced colonialism. How is it spreading here? 60%, 28, 38, 36, 27. So what are the modifiers for printing press? Ooh, it's quite a lot. Nearby friendly province has it. Same state religion. Sorry, state religion is Protestant or Reformed. Province is Protestant or Reformed. Adjacent province has printing press. Adjacent has printing press and loyal clergy. European 20 development capital. Capital of Diplo 15 or more. Okay. So it's mostly religion that does printing press. It doesn't look like it's really spreading anywhere else. Oh no, it is to England just for free because they're Reformed. Oh, Protestant even. Right, so printing press is actually going to spread pretty quickly throughout Germany. And even northern Italy because they're Reformed. It's kind of interesting seeing Reformed springing up over here. You don't get that very often. Reformed kind of peter out generally, but the fact that they have northern Italy, and that's a very wealthy area, is going to be good for them. Bits of Austria are being converted. I don't understand why the leagues haven't fired. I'm an elector. I converted. It should have fired. Oh well, if we get to the stage where the leagues never fire and basically they have a Catholic hegemony for the Holy Roman Empire, a new goal for this playthrough will be to destroy the Holy Roman Empire. We can't be having that. Right, I've been completely neglecting building more troops. And in fact, I can raise maintenance a little bit because we're not going to have the money for new troops anyway, so we may as well build up the troops that we do have to full strength. Okay, how is this going? Right, Saxe-Lauenburg is now loyal, and we are making some money from them. Royal marriage from Brunswick? Yes, please. In fact, Saxe-Lauenburg, we can probably get a royal marriage if we don't already. We don't. So we'll stop improving relations, we'll get a royal marriage. My heir just died. Very good Diplo, but crap everything else. Alright, so who do we want to butter up next? We're doing Mecklenburg right now. Next up would be Pomerania. Okay, that's a good one. We definitely want to try and annex Pomerania. In fact, I could even start annexing you, couldn't I? Do we still have the penalty modifier? I doubt it somehow. We do not. So yes, we could start doing Saxe-Lauenburg. So let's cancel you and start annexing the vassal. And once we have Saxe-Lauenburg, that's going to mean the others are more likely to step into line. Military. We're going to wait for Miltech 13. I think we kind of need to. Circulation of hostile publications. When printing was a novelty, it first attracted those who could create codices of great works of art or philanthropists who wanted to spread the knowledge of the classics in a more accessible format. Soon, however, others joined their ranks, less scrupulous men who would make a living slandering others. Ever since printing started to mature as a business, presses all over Europe have been available for demagogues to spin their webs of lies. Piles of pamphlets lie ready to be distributed to anyone who will believe them as we speak. In some of our own lands, this otherwise so promising technology has been put to use as a means to slander our Prince Elector and undermine the state. This cannot be tolerated. So we get local unrest, institution spread, reduction, or missionary strength decreased and unrest increased in Wittenberg and Saxon, which are down here. Your current unrest is minus 4.6, so that's not a huge downside. And Wittenberg also. No, I'm not going to force it because I'm not trying to convert them. It's fine. Get more siege ability. No, we're going to save. We're going to save. Although that is going to upset. What's happened here? Oh, the monarch died. Wait, are you? You're in age 0. Oh, were you Thingy's son, who was literally just born before he died? Great. You are, however, a 5-6, which is nice, but 0 military, which is a slight problem. Oh no, less diplomatic reputation. That's not good. That's going to mean that integration is going to take even longer, and just generally bad. Stab drop, so we're going to have to spend some on stability, but that's fine. We do have additional admin, and we're going to have 15 years of this regency, unless she dies first, because she is 48. She's probably right. Stability, let's boost it. Boost it again? Only costs 85, may as well. More money. More institution spread, in fact, for that matter. How are we doing military-wise? We now have 12 infantry. I think we can do with more, just because our infantry are amazing. Get another. Are we at full strength? No. Not quite. And of course, reinforcing costs money. And we have created an army for our nation. Excellent. Land maintenance modifier is reduced for 10 years, which is very nice because it means that we make more money. Excellent. Create a proper fleet. No, that's not going to happen. Arrival of our rival. Improve relations with Venice or conquer Silesia. We are in no position to go for Silesia. Quite honestly, I want to not do that. Because I need my diplomats for other things. Okay, how are we doing here? Saxe-Lauenburg's dropped too high. Why? Diplotech's not helping. I don't know if that's still going to improve. Yeah, you're not actually annexing right now because their liberty desire is at 50%. That's very irritating. Super irritating. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to reduce the rooting out. No, that's still going to lose me corruption. I'm going to debase the currency a bit. I'm going to raise the troops that I can, which will be 2 artillery and a couple of infantry and 1 more artillery, except I can't afford it. Next month we'll get 1 more artillery. And then that should raise our army to the full strength. Oh, that's going to cost me money. Son of a... I do like the yearly prestige though, that's very strong. I'll take it. Renewed loan, unhalted spread. Still have no mission, yeah I know. And now we do have some corruption, which means everything is going to be more expensive in terms of monarch power. We get freed naval tradition. Great. For our massive navy. Truce with France has ended. Hungary is building a spy network. We are, however, annexing once again. And in fact, Mecklenburg could now be annexed. Do I want to... The question is, do I really want to annex the small guy? Or go for the bigger one? I mean, you're development 20 versus development 14. How much have I invested? I've only invested 33. And it's 10 years before I can annex someone else. So keeping the small guy is... Yeah, I'm going to cancel that. Bit of a waste, I'm sorry. But we're going to annex Mecklenburg instead. They're bigger. And they'll give me more stuff back. I'm also going to get a royal marriage for the other 5%. Liberty desire reduction. We're going to recall the diplomat from there. We're going to start improving relations with Pomerania once again. And then we're going to annex Mecklenburg instead. We'll do it that way. Ah, Diplotech. We are currently losing 5 Diplo a month. So I don't think we can afford to go up in Diplo and spend all of our Diplotech. No, we're not going to do it. So we are getting 11 points a month at the moment, which is quite... Hang on, how are we losing 5? Right, it's only -5 because of that. We are currently getting monthly increase +6. No, we're fine, we can go up. And this will help with the liberty desire of the others as well, because it reduces the difference in liberty desire, difference in Diplotech. It also means that we are getting less corruption just innately. Spy network construction -1%. Oh right, that's because of the corruption. So we are paying corruption off. We're not earning any. While seeking a cure for his ailing wife, Elector John George of Brandenburg met Leonard Thurieser, a metallurgist and pharmaceutical doctor who successfully cured his wife from her ailment. Grateful, the Elector appointed Thurieser his personal doctor and took him to Berlin at a salary of 1,352 thaler. The former Franciscan monastery was made available to Thurieser, and he led the construction of a glass studio at Grumnitz Castle. Thurieser had served the medical professor John Huber at Famulus, helped to gather and prepare herbs and medicines. While he worked with Huber, Thurnieser had access to the writings of bloody hell, these names! Paracelsus, which impressed him deeply. Thurnieser sold medicine of his own creation, astrological calendars, horoscopes, and talismans for protection against evil, and became very wealthy. His print shop produced writings in various scripts, including German, Latin, Greek, Hebrew, and Arabic. He is another natural scientist. Will we get prestige? Well, I'm going to take the admin power. When in doubt, take the admin. You have been built. Good. War. Don't want a war, but I'm kind of going to have to need to. Come to the aid of the Danish reconquest of Novgorod against Muscovy. This is a war that they have started. We'll be fighting Hungary and Ryazan. Fine. I don't know how active in this war I will be, though. You guys have a pretty big military at this point, so I'm hoping you don't need me very much. Anyway, that is it for this episode, so thank you very much for watching. If you're enjoying this series, then please do hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, then please do consider subscribing as well. If you have any tips or advice for me, do let me know in the comments. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.